Hello and welcome to another Kamen SH Figuarts review. Today we got a Tamashii Web exclusive Kamen Kuuga Rising Mighty Form. Of course I already reviewed the Mighty Form and the Ultimate Form right there, and you can check out those videos on this channel, or the old toy channel, because I'm still in the process during filming this video of moving all my old toy reviews onto the new toy review channel so I can get some monetization going. Anyway, just like all the other SH Figuarts Tamashii Web exclusive, there is no window in the box, unlike the regular releases. So, can't see inside, but the Kuuga box is pretty nice. It's got this sort of nice neon outline of the figure itself. Why is it the figure itself? Because you can see little joint lines right there. Red box, of course, because it's the Mighty Form and it's a red form. If you find all the other forms, they are in their respective colors. Kuuga up there, not much to see, but I have taken photos of these boxes, and you can check them out in the Facebook link below, and other photos I usually take with these for posing funness. Because there's Kuuga doing the Kuuga kick, mighty kick on the back. Or the kick in the face. Since this is a pretty old release, I think it was back in about 2010. Yeah, that's old apparently in toy. The instruction manuals, just like in the past, have been still in these little bags with little tape on them. Very basic instructions, just saying how to swap the hands, because that's all you can do in this version of Kuuga. And there's some barcode thing going on there. Again, the photo is already on the Facebook page. So closer look at the box. Older version where the top plastic thing does go down a little bit. So this one is quite easy to open, as you can see. And the only slightly small parts are the hands, so nothing to worry about too much when opening it. The only accessory with this guy is, apart from the fist hands, you get relaxed hands, open hands, posing hands, thumbs up hand, that's the most important one, engine hands, other fighting hands, and that's it. So really not much going on. So next up is Articulation. Since this is Kuuga, his articulation is pretty good because it doesn't have a lot of stuff in the way. Double head and neck joint, so there's a joint at the bottom of the neck and joint at the top of the neck, just like all SH Figuarts. Down, up, full 360 degrees. I really like the matte finish on the helmet, it feels really nice. Shoulder pads are on a hinge, so that's like an articulation if you count that. Up. Oh, there is some limitation. Oh, bloody hell, that's come off. For 360 degree rotation there. This is a second hand figure, by the way, so that's seriously expected. Double elbow joint. Because that does still annoy me with the thing missing there. Fist is on the board joint and the board joint is on the hinge, so lots of rotation there. Torso is two joints, so one down, up, sideways, sideways. Feet on should be on a full rotating joint, but this one doesn't. Up, down, up, down. Rotating a little bit. Double knee joint and die-cast feet, which is awesome. With printing on the bottom. Hinge, hinge, up and down, and toe joint that goes up and slightly down. Yeah. So, yeah, in terms of molding detail, this guy is pretty good. I like the compound eyes, and I like the sort of transparent effect on the belt buckle in the middle, where the the stone lies. The transparent yellow is pretty decent. I sort of like the Mighty Form more, the red bit in the middle, but you know, to show accurate, and it needs to be yellow, and you know, has the extra gold bits on there, so that's pretty cool. Being a second-hand thing, a lot of the colors are starting to fade. For example, there's no red dot on top of his eye horns, you know, middle of his eyes. Some of the gold and sort of metallic red are fading from the arms. I don't know what the original owner did with this guy, but he must have put it under the sun or something. If you put it in the shell, I don't think the color would fade this much. But something to be concerned about when buying some of the old SH Figuarts, you know, color fading and such. The Ultimate form, which is also second-hand, seems to have survived much better with his color intact still. This guy's got the molding pretty much the same as Mighty form. The only difference being that he has, well, slightly recolored. The belt buckle and his right leg has slightly different molding, but the rest of him is pretty much identical, which when you think about it, you know, it's sort of kind of expensive to get just for something that's slightly different than the cheap version, because Mighty form is pretty cheap, and but Rising Mighty being a Tamashii web exclusive and something that's been out for a while and sort of rare, he's kind of expensive. Nowhere near as expensive as the Black Mighty form, Amazing Mighty form. Yes, that's what it's called. That guy is really expensive. Which is annoying, so I hope Bandai will release him. This guy is expensive himself. He can cost, a second-hand version of him can cost more than a brand new version of some of the other normal releases of SH Figuarts, so something to really think about. If you really like Kuuga, then go ahead, you can get this guy, but if you're just a casual rider fan, you want to skip on him. What some people have done is they got this guy, bought the cheap Mighty form that you see on the left there, and sort of use like molding clay to get that shape on his leg where he does the rider kick, so they can, you know, copy that piece twice, buy a cheap figure on the left, and then add those little bits onto the leg, so, and then repaint it in black, so you get the Amazing Mighty, a custom one that you've done yourself, which is should be pretty easy to paint because all he is black armor, and black is a good color to stick on models and plastics and such. So yeah. Paint wise, be careful because, you know, it might be faded and such, but apart from that, this guy is pretty cool. I managed to find him in a shop that was $100 cheaper than all the other shops, like 100 Hong Kong dollars, and that's a lot of money in terms of figures. Usually these shops are selling them for something like $300 or $400, so if you just look around, you might find one for $100 cheaper than that, which I highly recommend you actually do. If you're on like Japanese auction sites, you should be able to find, you know, there are different prices, insane differences in all the prices. Or if you're in Hong Kong or in, you know, sort of shopping districts, toy shopping malls and such, really do look around different shops and compare the prices before you find one that's affordable to you and, you know, decent price. Don't pay too much for this guy. As much as I like Kuuga, this is a very standard figure with not many accessories and not that many playability. I guess a small gripe for me would be I would like it if maybe he came with the little control handlebar from the bike. But who knows, when SH Figuarts does come around to finally releasing all the rider bikes and we get the Kuuga bike, the police version and the armored one, maybe we get those accessories. So yeah, pretty cool figure for me because I like Kuuga. Now if I can just find all the other Kuuga forms and, you know, not super expensive because they're super rare, I'll be happy. So subscribe, suggest and comment below, and of course, take care and have a nice day. Thumbs up.